On kamera ya.
Deg-degan deh.
Perfect. Good morning. Yeah, thank you all for coming. I see we have only students here, so that's perfect. No imposter in this room. Yeah, I think we should just start and maybe we'll just introduce ourselves. My name is Daniel Segers. I'm from the Asiin office. I'm the project manager of this accreditation procedure. And yeah, I'll give the word to the other peers. Maybe Sonja will go next.
Hello everyone, selamat sore semua di Indonesia. Yeah, my name is Sonja Kleinertz. I'm DAD, so German exchange long-term lecturer from from working at IPB. Sorry, bingung sekali hari ini. I'm a little bit confused. Yes, and yeah, I'm IPB already since 4 years. I think this is the third or fourth accreditation I do with Asiin, or the third, and I did one or two with Seva, I think. Yes, I'm very happy to be here and meet you all, and yeah, it's nice. Thank you. Next one.
My name is Bang Hatibo. I'm from the University of Veterinary Medicine in Hanover, a small city in the northern part of Germany. I'm an agricultural engineer and a veterinarian. Thanks.
My name is Thomas John. I come from the University for Applied Sciences in Neubrandenburg, and my special field is food process engineering.
Ladies first.
Cindy, probably.
Okay. Hello everyone. I'm Cindy Septani Huda. I'm final year student at Bachelor of Science of Capture Resource and Technology and Management, Faculty of Fisheries and Marine Science, Bogor Agricultural University. Thank you very much.
My name is Wolfgang K. Petersen. I'm from the Technical University in Cologne, and I'm in charge of a study program in agricultural technique.
Hello, everyone. My name is Almansyah Sinatria. I'm the Research and Development Manager at Universal Leaf Tobacco Indonesia, a company that working on producing wrapper material or tobacco material for cigar industry worldwide. This is my third chance to become an Asiin auditor, and it is my pleasure to having you all here. Thank you.
Okay, great. Daniel, you want to still say something, or we should continue now?
No, we can just start right away.
Okay, perfect. So yeah, it's my pleasure, and yeah, we will start with our questions. So we hope all you are feeling well, of course, and you can speak freely. So we are only amongst us, so amongst the students and the Asiin accreditation panel. So we have kind of a lot of questions. So I think we can just really discuss it, hopefully. Yeah, I think the first one, no, just already gone too far. To the students, yes. The first one, the first few questions will discuss by Miss Cindy. Please start with the general questions.
Thank you very much. Okay, thank you very much, Ms. Sonia. Okay, I will take up first question. Yes, I know very well that Diponegoro University is one of the biggest universities in Indonesia right now, with all the good programs and facilities now. But I want to see from a student's perspective how it feels to have studied at UNDIP in the last few years. So the question is, are you satisfied with your study programs and the university in general? Welcome to answer this.
Yeah, please. Yeah, a lot of people raise their hands. So just we start. I saw first Pak Besto. Please, yeah, just start. And you have to unmute your phone, please. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. For me, what makes me am I satisfied with BAQ? Yes, I'm very satisfied because in BAQ I able to learn all around about aquaculture. Starts from breeding fish, and then I learn to cultivate it. I learn about fish nutrition, fish disease, and I also learn about the social economy. And I also feel that in BAQ has the supportive and collaborative environment, either it's from the lecturer, from our friend, or from our senior. So I think that's what makes me satisfied with the AQ. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Ms. Safira, please.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Good morning. My name is Safira. I am a BAQ student here in University of Diponegoro. Yeah, so far I am very satisfied with my study program because so far it's always giving me anything that we need as a student, whether it's our academic or non-academic needs, and especially the program that they give. I think is really needed in the world of aquaculture, especially in the industry, whether in we as a worker or as an entrepreneur. I think that's all my answer. Thank you.
Thank you. So I just have to ask the panel, how should we do it? So Cindy, you want to go in the row from them, raising the hand yourself, or should I really interrupt and take them in the row? What is the best idea here?
Okay, maybe each study program just give an opportunity one representative or BS, BAQ, or BFC, and BAQ. Okay, maybe one of BFC. Welcome to answer.
Okay, thank you for the question. My name is Andari. I'm from Bachelor Program of Technology. So let me answer the question. The question is, are you satisfied with your major? Yes, I'm satisfied because study in food technology in Diponegoro is great because the academic atmosphere is great, and then they also provide facilities and supporting activities that are related to the major, so I can study practically and theoretically in here. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. And the next, BAS, Bachelor of Animal Science. Welcome to answer.
Okay, thank you, Miss. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Turfa. I'm from Bachelor of Animal Science, batch 2019. Am I satisfied with my study program? Yes, I am very much satisfied with my study program because they facilitate students with their service for curriculum information, class schedule, and they facilitate supplementary classes such public communication, software application, English speaking, English writing, and many more. Lecturers also teach according to competence, provide students with a study program, plans in one semester, explain to us about the college contract, suitability of lecture material and practice, and provide us of evaluation schedules such as deadlines for works, midterm, and final exams. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Next, agribusiness. Welcome to answer.
May I ask an additional question to the lady which answered before?
Yes.
One, we learned that there is a governmental-driven slaughterhouse available for the students. Did you hear about that slaughterhouse? Do you know that? There is a possibility to learn in such a slaughterhouse how to process meat, for example. Okay, thanks.
You already got your answer?
Not yet. So the woman which
Ms. Turfa, you yes. Can you maybe answer that question from Professor Hebel? So can you explain again, please?
Okay? Yes. I'm sorry. What's the question? Because I can. Yeah.
Do you have access to the governmental slaughterhouse? Is that correct? To learn how to process meat and stuff like that?
We don't have any access, but there's a lot of internship program on our campus, and there's a farm, internal farm on our campus.
Thanks.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Next question. Thank you very much, guys. Okay. Next question. And then, are you satisfied with the equipment and then facilities such as laboratory, library, or anything? Okay. Welcome to answer. Okay. From aquaculture. Okay. From aquaculture, there's two Pangga. Okay.
Okay, thank you for the question. Am I satisfied with the equipment? Yes, I'm satisfied. In this BAQ, we have 3 laboratory that we as student allow to use for our research, and they also allow us to borrow the equipment, and it's quite complete for us to use for our research. 3 laboratory that I mentioned is wet laboratory where student able to use to cultivate fish, and then dry laboratory where we student use it as microbiology activities, and teaching factory where we student use it as fish genetic lesson. So me personally as a student satisfied the laboratory and equipment in BAQ. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, next, VAS or Animal Science, Muhammad Anzales.
All right, thank you for your time and for your question. Does my voice is pretty clear?
It's
Yes,
Can you
okay.
guys hear me? Okay, about the facility, I'm absolutely very satisfied with the facility. The facility absolutely very good. The class has their own Wi-Fi, LCD, and air condition that spoil us, very spoil us. That's make us comfortable. And the second one is about the laboratory. We have 2 types of laboratory, which one is a wet one for doing our practice in the field and dry one for doing research. We have 6 laboratory and everything and all the facilities was good this far. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much for the answer. Next to BFT, Clarissa Gunawan.
Okay, thank you for the question. Introducing, my name is Clarissa Gunawan from the Bachelor Program of Food Technology. Let me answer your question. The facilities here are very good. From the Wi-Fi, we have 24 per 7 access, and the computer is very sufficient. And there are 3 laboratories in this bachelor program, such as Laboratory of Food Chemistry and Nutrition, Laboratory of Food Engineering and Agricultural Products, and Laboratory of Food Processing. I think that's all. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much for the answer. Okay, next, agribusiness, Nasni binti Amran.
Thank you for the question. My name is Asiin Binti Amran from Bachelor of Agribusiness. Am I satisfied with the facilities? Yes, I'm satisfied with the facilities. Well, we have our faculty, our bachelor have Wi-Fi, and then we have I'm sorry, we have library, and then the book are so many. Then we can sorry, can you hear my voice?
Yeah, sure, I can hear you.
And then we have two laboratory in this bachelor with which is management agribusiness and then extension. I think that's all. Thank you for the question.
Okay, thank you for the answer. Okay, maybe enough. I will just go straight to the related question regarding workload or examinations. Okay, the question is, student workload amounts to 50 to 6 hours a week. Based on your experience, guys, is this too much for you? Okay, welcome to answer. Okay. Okay, first, from agribusiness, Putri Yasmin.
Okay, thank you for the question. So my name is Yasmin from Bachelor of Agribusiness. So talking about the workload of our tasks and assignments, I don't think that it is too much for us because we still have time to have our family time and also do other stuff like organization stuffs or maybe doing some hobbies right after we finish college tasks. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Next, from aquaculture, Amira Salma.
Yes,
Answer.
thank you. Thank you for your time. For me, I don't feel any burden at all for that workload, and I still able to go somewhere, look around, find the entertainment things. So there is no burden for me at all. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Next, from animal science, Agritio Amonis.
Okay, let me introduce myself. My name is Agriti Amanusa from the Bachelor of Animal Science. For me, the workload is no problem because here I'm as a student from the program study in animal science. Are give a test and it's not really make us stressful because we have spare time in the weekend. So I'm really enjoy it.
Okay, thank you very much. Next, BFC and Adrian. Okay.
My question is there somewhere present who has to handle a job additional to his studies to get the studies financed? Perhaps this one can give us an answer to the workload if it is not too high to handle also this job which he needs to get the studies financed. Mr. Ivan Adrian.
Yes, sir. I'm sorry, I didn't get the question. Can maybe
If there is someone present who has to handle a job to earn money, which he needs or she needs to get the studies financed. Or
yes,
you know,
yes, yes, profitable with the good time and task management. We still can have some part-time job uh, to have money for ourselves if we need to pay for ourselves in education. We still have spare time to develop ourselves and do what we love.
and how many hours per day do you need for your studies, and what is the rest for the job in average?
In average, we start to study at maybe around 8, sometimes around 9, and we finish around 3 in the afternoon or 5 in the evening, and then after that we can do extracurricular things that we like, or we can do our part-time job. We can handle the shop. Yeah, so it's enough. After we handle the shop, maybe we can still study at the night before our next class in the morning.
Thanks, Mr. Ivan Adrian.
Thank you, Prof. Abel.
Okay, thank you very much, Evan, for the answer. Okay, maybe next to the question. Okay, is there a system in your study programs to measure the workload of the students? What is being done in case if the workload is too high? Okay, welcome to answer. Okay, first from aquaculture, Safira Evan. Time is yours.
Thank you so much. I think everything is discussable here in aquaculture. I mean, at the beginning of every semester, usually the lecturer always told us about the proportion that we will do for the next semester. So if we think that it's just too high or too burden us, I think it's discussable, and we are able to say and we have the right to say our opinion about the workload because everything is discussable here in aquaculture. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much for the answer. Next to agribusiness, Raihan.
Okay.
Time is yours.
Okay. Thank you for the question. I'll try to answer, but
the workload, if it's too much for the student, we usually go to the student association. So the student association accommodate the students if there is any other aspiration or there is any other complaint about the major. So the all of the aspiration is collected into one, and then the student association brought that to the major, so we can discuss things with the lecturers, with the head of the program, like that, so we can find a solution to what's been happening in uh, students or in the major of agribusiness, maybe like that. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Next, for animal science, I'll greet you, Amanusa.
Okay, thank you very much. So we are here in a Bachelor of Animal Science. The program study is very listening to us. So we have a student representative from the student association. In every early semester, there is also an evaluation. So the program study can determine if the workloads are too high or make the students are not have enough time, so they can change it, so it can be really flexible. And the evaluation is goes from the representative from our student association to the program study.
Okay, thank you very much. Next to food technology, has skill. Time is yours.
Okay, good afternoon, everybody. My name is Jessica Ansanoso. You can call me Alan. I'm a student from Food Technology, batch 2020. So yeah, based on how do we see the workload and how do we change it if it's too high, there's an evaluation system in each time we begin each semester, each term. So if it's too high, we can send in some feedback to each teacher or each lesson so that it will be changed later on. And also there is a contract for each, in the beginning of each semester, each lecturers have their own contract for like how does the class work, how does the task work, how does the quizzes work. So if we feel it that it's too high, we can discuss with each lecturers. Yeah, so it's negotiable. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Any question from other panels or enough? Okay, maybe enough. Yes. Okay, next question. During your study, oh yeah, okay. Okay, Miss
Sorry,
Maya.
no, just want to say that Al had some questions in the upper part of the questionnaire. So curriculum had Al has some question in mobility. You want to ask them now, Al?
Yeah, but maybe we can finish Cindy part first. But
Okay, good.
before we should continue, I'm just, if I
Okay.
get a chance, I just want to talk a little bit to the students. I mean,
yes.
Hi guys, everybody. This is a good chance for you as a students during this process of to like, if you have something in your mind like a critical point, do not hesitate to deliver it to us, because by that it could be a way for you to improve your own program study, instead of yeah, I feeling satisfied with all of they give to us until now. So if you have something in mind, or something like a request, or something like, oh, this is supposed to be like this could be better by this way, just deliver it to us. We're going to put it on our report, and then we can deliver it to your program study. So then you could have a better program study or improvement after this session ended. That's the point of this accreditation process, instead of confirming and an affirmation thing based on great questions by the panels. You all got my point, right? So please feel free to deliver anything, and do not feel heavy weight on your shoulders to answer everything. Just be free. Thank you.
Good point. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Mr. L. Okay, maybe we can next to the question. Okay, during your study, have you ever made an error in your assessment, such as maybe an exam and then quizzes and other? And then what is the procedure if there an error in your assessment? Okay, welcome to answer. Okay, Tri Hambudi, okay, time is yours.
Okay, thank you for the question. My name is Rihamud Utomo, and I would like to answer it. And if we find some error on our exam, we can ask it into the major. Like we can ask to to the academic, and the academic will be continue into the head of our major, and then the major is gonna be asked to the lecturer. And after that, we can get reasons or some error of that exam. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, next question, next answer with aquaculture, Amira Salma. Okay, time is yours.
Thank you. Thank you, Cindy. In my study program, we have a system to arrange that. So when we feel there is error in our assessment, we can do appeal for our score, and we can apply a form of appealing, and it will send to our lecturer in the course. And after that, we will receive the report if if that's success, and then the score will be just changed. And if it's failed, we can also give to our student advisor and also our head of department. And our head of department will be the mediator for our and then there will be data verification, and we just wait for the result if it's success or not. That's in my department. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, next from animal science, Fariana Kinanti. Time is yours.
Okay, thank you for your question. First, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Farina Kianti. So, if we had some error assessment, we have the manual procedure for value appeal on our study program. The first thing we need to do is fill out a form that we need to apply to the guardian lecturer. Furthermore, it will be reviewed by the instructor of the proposed course. That's it. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, next from agribusiness, Raihan Driver. Time is yours.
Okay, here I would like to add a few words from Tri Hambudi. So, just like Hambudi said, we have a step for the error assessment to be made or discussable, but the flow of it or the steps of it is too. I think it's too much complicated. So, I tend to confuse whether I go to the head of department first or my guardian lecturer first. Maybe like that. Thank you.
Okay, thank you for the answer. Next from food technology, Zulfa Tiara. Time is yours.
Okay, hello, my name is Zulfa from Bachelor Program of Food Technology. Thank you for the question. I will to answer if the student have a score complaint. So the mechanism is the student takes the application or letter for the academic administration and submit a signal letter about the score complaint and contact to the final project of supporting lecturer. And so if the student have an answer for the letter, uh, the staff will make change the score to the card SOKs. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, maybe any question from entrepreneurs or enough? Okay, maybe enough. Okay, next question, still about the exam. Are you satisfied with the organization of the exam? Okay, welcome to answer. Okay, first from aquaculture, Ahmad Agil. Time is yours.
Okay, thank you for your question. Well, I'm quite satisfied because when if there is an exam at the beginning of the semester, they will give us information about the examination that will held at at the date, and the detail about the time and the date uh, will be give us will be inform us 1 week before the examination by the lecturer. Yeah,
Okay,
thank you.
thank you very much. Next answer is Muhammad Anzalas from Animal Science. Time is yours.
All right, thank you for your time. I'm Muhammad Anzalas from Animal Science. I'll try to explain my the exam. The exam, I'm pretty satisfied about the about how my thought at the beginning of the semester on the academic calendar, especially for our sign-on system called Pulon, and the exam schedule will be announced 1 week before the examination is carried out. But out of that, the score or the assessment is very transparent. So we know the assess or we know the scores in what full on, and that's necessary, I think. And enough for me. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Next from food technology from Andari. Bita. Okay, time is yours.
Okay, thank you. So, in my opinion, I'm satisfied with the exam organization because they provide the test schedule at the beginning of the semester in the academic calendar, and then the exam schedule of each major will be given to the student maybe 1 month before the exam are held, and then for the question, it's also linear with our with what we study about, and usually uh, they also sometimes give the question like an essay that requires us to explain more and think critically about the lessons given. So it's not only theoretically, but we can think differently or we can give any opinion to that question. So I think that's the good point. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Good point. Next, agribusiness from Erina Prima Galatia. Time is yours.
Okay, thank you for the question. I am Erina from Bachelor of Agribusiness. At the beginning of the semester, the schedule had announced through the academic calendar, and also a week before the exam start, the system on our website will inform the exact time. And for the material, will given uh, on a WhatsApp or through the Microsoft Teams or through online course. That's all from me. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, Mr. Kat Peterson.
Sorry, but I don't want to interrupt Mrs. Irina. So please continue first, and then I will put my question.
Yes, sir. Pardon?
Yeah, you had a comment on the last question, I guess.
Yes, I'm done with the question. With my answer.
Okay. I have a question concerning the internship period. My question is, what are your plans for the internship program, and is there any support from whoever in the university?
Okay, maybe from Trihan Budi. Okay, time is yours to answer the question.
Okay, thank you for the question, sir. For this internship, we have this one is into industry and independent, and it's we can doing some internship that is conducted by some industry that is collaborated with the university, and university is help us to find the proper industry that can make implement our theory, and that's all. Thank you.
Okay, maybe from Andiva from aquaculture. Okay, let me choose.
Thank you for the question, sir. In Bachelor of Aquaculture, some of the lecture always give us some information for the internship. And of course, with the help of a department, we can always have an internship for every semester, every break semester. Yes.
Okay, thank you very much. And the last from Animal Science, Turfah Maghribian. Okay, time is
Okay,
yours.
Miss. For the internship programs on our study program, there's two types. There's one internship that held structured by Kampus Merdeka Kementerian Pendidikan, which is Bertani untuk Negeri, and I'm one of the participants. For the period of time, the internship, it's held for 6 months because it's structured by the Kampus Merdeka. But there's also an internship that held independently or by our study program for each community on labs in our study program. But Bertani untuk Negeri held offline, and others internship that is held by a study program is also offline on our campus, or we can apply on other farm. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. One more from Technology, Evan Adrian. You can answer.
Yes, thank you. So for internship, our faculty, our major is very eager to help us about the networking and the opportunities, the information for our internship. Like we also have UCC or Undip Career Center, where there we can get information about the where we can go to internship. Also, sometimes the lecturer also have some network, so the lecturer can contact that network that has maybe some industry, and we can go internship there. We also can go to the government research center like LIPI and go internship for like 3 until 6 months like that. Thank you.
Okay, good, fine. Thank you, Evan. Okay, how, Mr. Kat Peterson, any feedback or more or enough?
Yeah, it was very good. Thank you. Thank you very
Okay,
much.
thank you very much for the question, Mr. Kat Peterson. Okay, maybe we can go to the next question. Okay, are there any students that drop out of study programs? The dropout means being issued because of an insufficient GPA or because the thesis has not been completed until the maximum semester limit. Okay, welcome to answer and can more explain. Okay, first from aquaculture based Topanga, time is yours.
Okay, for the regulation about students dropout is when the students already passing 14 semester or 7 years at BAQ. If they don't finish the bachelor thesis after 7 years, they will be drop out from BAQ. I think that's my answer. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, next from Animal Science, Faustina Helen. Time is yours.
Okay, my name is Helen for BAS batch 2019. For the dropout is the stage, there is three stage. The first stage is conducted at the end of the third semester. Student must have collected at least 35 credits with minimal GPA of 22.5, and the stage 2 is conducted at the end of the seventh semester. Student must have collected at least 85 credits with minimum GPA of 2.75. And then the stage 3 is conducted at the end of the program, plan of the 14th semester. That's it.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, anyone else can answer this question again? From the FT or agribusiness? Or enough? Okay, from agribusiness, from Asni Binti Amran, time is yours.
Thank you for the question. In BAG, we are the same as how Faustin said earlier. There is a three stage with like Faustin said, and then in addition, if the student more than 14 semester in a BAG, then they will get drop out from the major. Thank you.
Okay, Thank you very much. Next, from Food Technology, Clarissa Gunawan, time is yours.
Okay, thank you. Same with Asni, in our of Food- bachelor program of food technology, if the student study here for more than 14 semesters, they will get drop out. For example, in 2012, there is one of the student here who got dropped out, but the reason is because of the family problem. I think that's all. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, any question from other panels? Or enough? Okay, maybe enough. We can next question is okay. During the class, are you satisfied with the applied teaching methods? Okay, welcome answer. Okay, first from Besto Pangga from Aquaculture. Time is yours.
Okay, thank you for the question. Talking about the teaching method, I think in my personal opinion, some of the AQ lecturer, they have every they have their own unique method to teach, but most of them, what I like from the AQ lecturer is they using a discussion, they using study case to deliver the lesson. We as student feel like we uh, take part on those lesson. We can also give our give our um, give our
Feedback.
we can give our feedback. Yes, we can give our feedback. We can give our thought on the lesson. So I think that's what makes me like in the AQ about the AQ students, about the AQ lecturer. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Good point. Okay, next from Animal Science, Durfah Maghribi. Okay, you can answer.
Yeah, for the how lecturers give us the learning, there's a lot of ways the lecturer give us the presentation in English or give us problem-based learning, small group discussion with other students, and they give us feedback too if we have trouble or anything. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, next from Agribusiness, Raihan Rafael. Time is yours.
Okay. So far, yeah, I guess you could say I'm satisfied with the teaching methods in agribusiness. Uh, just like Bestu said, every lecturer in agribusiness has their own unique way of teaching. There's one lecturer who use problem-based learning, small group discussion and presentation. Uh, and yeah, we as a student who in agribusiness, when this lecturer teach like that, we feel involved. We feel we take part in, especially in this online classes. So yeah, maybe that's it. But I think what this agribusiness lacks is the practice, the lack of practice work in the field. So that's yeah, because of the pandemic. So that's all from me. Thank you.
Okay, good.
Ask you something in addition. So
Okay.
what I want to know is how the lecturers handle specific needs of disabled students. So, for example, students which have problems with hearing, with their eyes, for example, how do the lecturers handle the specific needs?
Okay, maybe from Aquaculture and Dian. Time is yours to answer.
Okay,
Okay.
thank you for the question. Thank you for the question, Prof. Ibo. Actually, in our department, there is I guess there is no student that has a disabled like can't hear or can't speak like that because from the first time that we register, we actually there's actually a requirement for us to have some disability or things like that. So actually, from the first time, from the first registration, uh, we have to have some abilities in our Bachelor of Aquaculture. That's my question. That's my answer.
So, do you know any disabled person in your bachelor program, perhaps in the more progressed semesters? Because we know that there is a medical examination before you can start your studies, and my impression is now that there is not any disabled person in these programs which has such specific needs. Is this correct?
There's actually a access for a special needs because in my department there is actually a way for some disabled that they can't walk or something, so they have um, a facility that facilitate by the Bachelor of Aquaculture.
So this means you have elevators, for example, in the buildings that this person can come into the teaching rooms or into the library.
I'm sorry, sir. I'm not really getting the question.
So this guy which has problems with the legs, so cannot walk, was your information.
Yes.
So this guy, is he able to use an elevator, for example, to become
Yes.
the entrance to the library?
There's actually an elevator in our building, so some disabled that can't walk or something like that can take the elevator and go to the library and some laboratory and class.
And do you know which disabilities can hinder someone to start such a bachelor study program?
I'm so sorry.
Do you know which disabilities are a no-go for the start of a study program at your university? So which abilities have to are a necessity, and which abilities or disabilities are accepted? You know.
Some disability that we actually a little bit cannot accept it is like a colorblind, because we and in Bachelor of Aquaculture have some chemical things that contain some colors and stuff, so it may be a little bit dangerous for us to accept a disability like that.
Okay. Thanks.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you very much. Maybe we can go to the next question. Okay. Okay, next question is, how far are you involved in the quality management system regarding teaching methodology? Okay, welcome to answer. Okay, first, okay, Safira Evani from Aquaculture. Time is yours.
Thank you so much. So yeah, we basically not involved directly, but we always have our right to say our opinion about everything, even though whether it's the concept of the courses, the concept of the practice, or the teaching method, we always have our right to say our opinion about it. So we're not like directly involved in the curriculum making, but we're basically involved, but indirectly. I think that is my answer.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, next from Animal Science Agri Tio Amanusa. Okay, time is yours.
Okay, thank you very much for the opportunity that you given to me. So for the student evaluation, there's a lecture evaluation that we have always done before we fill study plan in an online academic system, and we done it in the earlier on the semester when the system is we are filling a form with a yes or no question, and this form is to determine the competencies of the lecturer here. So I think it can be a evaluation for the lecturer. So the program study itself accept our advice and explain and give a feedback in the earlier semester meeting from the student representative from the student association.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay,
Okay,
from
thank you very
food
much.
technology, yes, Gail Allen. Time is yours.
Okay, so there are three ways that we can provide feedback and give in our role in curriculum. First one is a formal way in which we are included every 5 years. There's a meeting in which we are all involved to discuss the curriculum, what needs to be changed, what is necessary, what is unnecessary to change the policies that are considered not good and need to be changed. And next one is a lot more. Number two is lecture evaluation, which is done every beginning of each term. So we can also give out feedback every year if there are some things that we want to change. And then lastly, there is an informal way in which we can talk to our each own lecturers, like if there is some way, like when we discuss on the contract, the college contract, we can discuss with the lecturer some things that we feel can be changed. And yeah, I think that's all. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, next, from agribusiness. Okay, from Miss. Okay, Prof. Kat Peterson.
Can I ask an additional question? A very short one.
Okay, okay.
My question is, are you informed about the results of evaluations? And so are you, if you're, for example, is a lecturer, if a lecturer is evaluated not really well, for example, are you informed about the steps which are performed now to bring him to a better level of education?
Is that a question for me?
Yep.
Oh, so we don't actually get the results. So it's all random. No one knows the identity. Like this kid give this lecturer a bad grade, so will be no discrimination and stuff. And so the dean will give out like reports to each lecturers. Like if there's some bad ones, they are told that there are some feedbacks. But yeah, we can feel the changes once they are given out the feedbacks. Thank you.
Thanks.
Okay, thank you for the question, Prof. Hubel. Okay, next question from Prof. Kat Peterson. Sure, Prof.
Yes, thank you. I have a question. Is there any room in your study program for preparing a project, getting an issue beginning of semester, working on it during the semester, maybe in a project group, and give a presentation at the end of semester about your results? Is something like that in your study program somewhere?
Okay, anyone can answer? Maybe first from Safira Evani from Aquaculture.
Yes, thank you. So every of the courses or every of the project or the practical work, there's always different ways, and usually always use a different rules, especially the laboratory and also the practical work is always have the different rules. But the result of every practice that we did is always on the final trial that we have to be able to show the result of every project. Usually that is the base on the assessment, but for the rule itself, it usually different from a different project work. Thank you.
Okay, maybe from Evan, you can answer.
Yes, I'll try to answer. We also have some like project and laboratory practicum, which we have to make report out of it. And we, at the end of the term, we usually presentate it in front of our lecturer like that. We ask about they will ask about how's the practice going and what do you learn like that, something like that. And also when we on the regular courses, we also sometimes given tasks by the lecturer to find something about a certain topic, and then we have to present it in front of the class like that. Prof. Kath, thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, let's answer from Muhammad Anzalas. Okay, time is yours.
All right, thank you for your time. I'm Muhammad Anzala from Bachelor of Animal Science. I do agree with Evan and Safira Evani, and same like in animal science, all the courses have their own projects and has their own exam, especially for mid exam and final exam, and for each project and for each courses they have the practicum that we have to do a project in laboratory doing a research as a student of science. And at the end of the semester, we also presented it in our lecture and we discussed about the project that our do during our semester in every semester because we are science students. I think enough for me. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, how, Prof? It's okay. Thank you very much for the question. Okay, can go to the next question. Okay, the question is, how many exams do you have to take per semester? Okay, welcome to answer. Okay, maybe from aquaculture first, Ahmad Agil.
Are
Okay,
you still
I'm
muted?
sorry. Yeah, still mute.
I'm sorry. Thank you for the question. In every examination, in every semester, there will be two examination. The first one will be in the middle of the semester, and the second one will be the end of the semester. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, from Muhammad Azalas from Animal Science, you can answer.
Yes, thank you for your question. Same like aquaculture, we have two exam for our paper exam and oral exam for the midterm or in the mid semester or in the final semester. So it's twice in a semester. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, next from Agribusiness, Asti Binti Amran. Okay, time is yours.
Thank you for the question. In BAG, we have two times exam, which is midterm and then final exam. Then we use it in then we all know that the mid test will be held during the 8 weeks, and then the final test will be on the 18 weeks. That's all. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much for the answer. Okay, the last from Zulfatiara from Food Technology Research. Okay,
Perhaps
Prof.
we can add or interrupt for a small question. So I'm interested in the process which starts when an examen was not passed for the second time. What happens in such a case? So you can repeat it for perhaps for a third time, and then what happens then?
Okay, from Zulfatiara, you can answer.
Yeah, I'm Zulfa Tiara from Bachelor Program of Food Technology. Yes, there are two exam in midterm and final term, and for the student is not passed, we need to take the subject in the next semester again. If the student get not passed to midterm or final term. Thank you.
If he again does not pass the exam, what kind of pass the exam? What happens then?
Okay, maybe from Raihan Rafael or Amira, you can answer.
So if you do not pass the exam for the second time, what is then the way to handle this problem? Is there a special exam with the lecturer or you know?
Hello, thank you. In my department, there is a little bit different. In our department, we are able to ask for the remedy, and if we still uh, didn't get a good grade, and then we can ask for assignments. If still we have cannot get a good grade, yes, we will retake the courses. Thank you.
And how often can you do this? So if you are not satisfied with your graduation, you explained that you can repeat the exam and you just repeat it as often as it is needed to get the perfect graduation, or what is the way to do this? How often
No,
are you allowed to repeat such a exam and to achieve a better graduation?
only one chance to do the remedy.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, maybe from Turfa, you can answer.
Okay, if the student don't pass the midterm or final exam, but the lecture sometimes give us a remedy, but some lecture just give us once chance to do the remedy. But if we cannot pass again the test, we need to take the subject in next semester.
Okay, how profitable it is enough?
I still miss a number of possible repetitions, you know. So at which number of repeated exams in the same module is the study program finished for this guide? How often can you repeat in total an exam? Maximum number of with a maximum number of repeated tests in one module. Do you know that?
Okay. Okay, so let me answer the question. So maybe the total of a remedial that can be taken for one course is only one. So each student can only take one remedial. But then if the students couldn't pass or still get bad scores, or and she or he, the students can take two times course for the next semesters.
Okay, thanks.
I
Not
want to add a
from,
few
okay,
more.
oh, okay, okay. Right hand, let me show.
Okay, from agribusiness, just like Miss Jasmine said, uh, actually there is no limitations of how many this student can take the course in the next semester, but there is only one remedy. So there is no limitation. But if the students repeat it again and again, fail again and again, the guardian lecturer or apa the guardian lecturer will provide or accommodate the student to until the student is past the course, maybe like that, Professor Hibo.
Okay, thank you. How profitable it is enough or can
And in this worst case scenario, is this the format of the exam is then different to the previous ones? So is it also a written exam or another type used? So does the format of the exam change if you have to repeat it?
Okay, I'll try to answer, Professor Hibo. Okay. Yes, the exam does change every year. So the student can also learn new things and new materials as long as uh, within 14 semesters. So yes, every year, every semester, if the student repeat this course again, the exam will change from year to year, maybe like that.
But it's a written exam, correct?
Yes, it's a written exam.
Okay, thanks.
Okay, thank you, Prof, for the question. Okay, we can go to the next question again. Okay, what are the requirements to apply for a copy of the diploma? Maybe in Indonesia language is salinan ijazah. It means a copy of the diploma when your diploma is there, which will be lost later. Okay, welcome to answer. Anyone can answer? Okay, from Visto Pangga from Aquaculture. Time is yours.
Okay, thank you. I'm sorry to confirm your question. What needed for a student to get our ijazah? To get our
Yes, salinan
yes,
ijazah, copy of the diploma.
copy of the diploma. Okay.
Okay.
In BAQ, there's few administrative that we have to fulfill, such as the bachelor thesis itself. We have to uh, print out the bachelor thesis, and then we have to give the TOEFL or a TOEFL with minimum 450, and then we have also submit our after that we have also submit our yeah, I think that's two things that needed for us to get our ijazah or diploma. Thank you.
Okay, can I repeat my question from to get a clear answer from you guys? Maybe I use Indonesian language, yes. Gimana cara kalian bisa dapat salinan ijazah kalau ijazah kalian hilang? Okay.
Oh.
Maybe all of you can answer this. Okay, how, guys? Anyone can answer this question?
Perhaps one from the NML Business Study Program. Miss Faustina Helene, please. Can you give us an answer?
Yes, sir. For the to take the copy of the ijazah, we can go to the uh,
Asdin 1.
Okay, I would like to try to answer the question. Okay, let me
Sure.
clarify. Let me clarify the question, Ms. Cindy. Is it in case this copy of diploma is lost? Okay.
Yes, of
Okay.
course.
What I understand is we should get a lost letter from the police department. So after that, after we receive this letter, we can get or we can bring this letter to the vice dean one of the faculty. So after that, maybe we can get the another copy of the diploma, like that.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, from Evan Adrian, you can add the answer.
Yes, it's pretty much the same with food technology major. We have to get the letter of lost property from the police station first, and then request the letter of losing our ijazah, and then from there on will be processed with the SOP that is there, that is berlaku.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, maybe enough. We can go to the next question regarding quality management system. Okay, the question is, are alumni or students involved in the review of the study programs, textbooks, and course materials? Wait, maybe we welcome to answer. Anyone can answer from this question. Okay, from Zakwila Evani, Aquaculture. Time is yours.
Yes, thank you so much. So, like I said before, we are not directly involved in the making of the curriculum, but we always have our opinion about it, and we are able to say what we should or what we shouldn't do in in the courses. Especially, it need to be set by our needs as a student. Especially, the science is always evolving. So, of course, our department is always open about every opinion. So, yeah, we're not basically we're just not involved directly, but we're still involved indirectly. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much for the buy-in. Okay, next from Raihan Rafael, agribusiness. You can answer.
Okay, about the curriculum. Just like Miss Safira said, we as a student in agribusiness doesn't uh, exactly involved in making the curriculum or the crafting the curriculum, but the student association in agriculture department provides us or accommodate the students in a group discussion. It's called the academic forum. So this in this forum we can discuss things related to the academic stuff, just like practice schedules and class schedules and everything related to the academic, even the curriculum. So yes, maybe we are not directly involved, but there is a way or for students to really get what involved in this or add a few more curriculum in agribusiness, maybe like that. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Okay, Mr. L, time is yours.
Okay, thank you. I think I'm just gonna go with my question right now because we are talking about a little bit about curriculum. I just wondering, guys, everyone here, uh, do you wish for more elective modules or the one that right now offered by the program study already sufficient? If there is any, please give us an example and why those modules are important for you. Um, untuk mempermudah kalian, mungkin saya akan coba tanya dalam bahasa Indonesia. Jadi, ada mata kuliah tambahan apa yang kalian harapkan dan kenapa itu penting menurut kalian? Kalau memang ada, tolong beri kami satu contohnya, mungkin satu dari masing-masing program studi. Itu aja. Nanti akan ada pertanyaan follow up.
Okay, first from Raihan Rafael, you can answer.
Okay, there's a case like this a year ago. The student wanted a study or a subject with we as a graduate of agribusiness, as a agricultural scholar, need to understand the politics of the agriculture. So the students who wanted to make this a subject in the curriculum. So we discussed things, and then the major or the study program approved this, and thus the agricultural politics became a subject in agribusiness. Maybe like that, Miss.
Okay, another answer, maybe? Safira?
Yes, thank you. I think because the main purpose of this aquaculture is of course the business, so I think we need to more have our ability in public relations. So I think I have a suggestion or I have my opinion on the class, even though the public relation class is always implicitly and explicitly taught in entrepreneurship classes or business classes, but we all, I think in my opinion, my personal opinion, I think we need more public relation class because the business is always about public relations and the main purpose of aquaculture is always about the business, about profit. So I think, yeah, it's needed to be more specifically made in the classes about public relations, even though the student relations, student body is always making classes outside the academic about public relations, about public communication, but we also in classes in the model, in the curriculum, I think we needed more class about public relations. I think that is all my answer.
Thank you, Safira. I'm sorry for cutting you, but do you like ever ask it to the program study directly?
Yes, of course.
Do they facilitate it?
Yes, that is why usually the program study always facilitated through the student associations, and we always being so open about our opinion, and we always do our evaluation annually. That is held by the department in association with the student association. So yeah, they are so open and they are willing to provide us about the classes.
Okay, thank you. Maybe last one from Clarissa. Clarissa.
Okay, I think for the bachelor program of food technology, we want more. We want to learn more about statistics, more deeper. Because for example, for food production, we can get to know about food product defect using statistic. Um, and I think we need to expand our knowledge more about this because for the future, in some industry, it might be helpful for them to acknowledge about the product defect using statistic.
Okay, thank you. And I'm just following up with another question and make it quick. So I just need one representative for one program study. I just wondering, do your each program study teach you about using job seeker platform social media like LinkedIn or JobStreet or Caliber or whatever it is, or doing such a self-branding lesson like by composing a correct resume or curriculum vitae? Do you think that your program study already provide you with that kind of support? Is it any regular class or it is just like occasional meeting before the graduation? I don't know. Please welcome to answer. Anyone?
Okay, maybe I'll go first to answer your question. Thank you for the question. So, basically, in Bachelor of Agribusiness, we regularly deliver the kind of lesson or webinars like preparing your LinkedIn or creating CVs, not only and for the final year students, but for the whole students of agribusiness actually. And yeah, maybe that's from me. If anyone want to add.
Maybe one more. Anyone from
Um,
B? Okay, Safira again. Come on.
Okay, yeah, like I said before, the department always facilitate us by the association of the student. They always have the program that will be held like monthly, and in that occasion, usually we talk about public relations and CV in the making of CV. Even though we always talk about how to design your CV, and there's such different classes. There's a lot of classes that will be provided by the student associations that will be supported by the department. Yeah, thank you.
Okay, BFT, someone from BFT, Andari.
Okay, thank you. Let me answer the question. So, we regularly some lecturer are teach about LinkedIn and ResearchGate and uh, give us deliver us about how to make the great CV. And besides of that, they also provide student association that give us a webinar about that, and we can freely join anytime. And yeah, that's all. Thank you.
Okay, I'm just gonna close my session here, but uh, in overall, what do you think that your program study could improve in terms of supporting student needs, I mean, during their study? It could be facilities, system, resources, and etc. Everyone, you don't need to answer it right away right now because in the end of this session, either Cindy or Sonia will ask it for you guys. I'm just raising up the question first so you could just prepare the good answer from now. So we hope by in the end of this session we could gather a lot of improvement proposal or idea from you students, and we could record it and then yeah deliver it to the higher level. So I think I just end up my session for right now.
And I have a question for the end. So I want to know which of you guys has already abroad experience. And the guys which have no abroad experience, these guys, I want to ask which measures have to be developed or provided, or which support has to be provided to enable also this, yeah, this important experience. So to study for half of a year or a year, for example, in US or in China, Japan, for example. Okay. So at first we start with the guys which have already abroad experience, perhaps from the animal science program. Is there one present? Okay, Mr. Akritio Amunza, Amanuza, sorry, Mr. Amanuza.
Yeah.
Okay, sir. So thank you very much for the question. Of course, our program study provide us a facility to go to abroad to study abroad because there was a members of understanding or MOU. So we had a chance to participate in a lot of activities in abroad. One example is the activities is the collaboration between the NIAPP or Northern Territory Indonesian Astral Pastoral Program, which is a program that collaboration between the students association of animal science students in Indonesia with the cattle farmer in the Australia, and the funds is really provided by the program study, of course.
Okay, and is there also someone present who did not take the chance to go abroad for several months or a year?
Yeah, there's a chance for a student to go to several years. They get a training and then a lot of experience, like such a management, especially how they can handle a farm.
Yeah, Mr. Amunza, I got your point. I asked this to the other guys. Perhaps there is someone present who did not take the chance to study abroad. Is there someone present with no abroad experience? Mr. Rinaldi, what is about you? Do you have abroad experience? Mr. Ryan Rafael Rinaldi from the Agricultural Business Program.
For me, I haven't got any abroad experience yet, Professor Ivo.
What must happen that you also took the chance for such an abroad stay?
I'm sorry, I don't follow Professor Hibo.
You miss to take the chance for such an abroad stay at the moment. What hinders you to do this?
Okay. Actually, in agribusiness, there is a lot of international course. Last year, actually, there's a summer course with Nottingham University, but uh, there is a strict selection, and sadly I haven't or I didn't get into the one that got in. So yes, I try to take this international courses or summer course or maybe student exchange in international or abroad, but because of the strict rules, perhaps, or maybe that I haven't got enough experience yet. So that's what
Which
hinders
rules
me
do you
actually.
address? What are the rules to become the chance to study in Australia, for example, like your colleague explained before? What are these rules? Because you said you were not selected for the guys which has the possibility to go abroad. So which rules do you mean? Can you give us more details about these rules?
Okay. One of the rules is uh, sorry, I'm a little bit forget. Uh, I think it's a motivation letter or what makes me wanted to go to this wanted to enroll to this summer course or even a student exchange program. So maybe I didn't get or I didn't have enough experience or didn't have a fluent English yet. So that's why I haven't got selected or got into the summer course or the student exchange program. That's one of the example, Professor Hilo.
Okay, thanks, Mr. Rinaldi. Okay, this was.
Okay, thank you very much for the question, Prof. Will. Okay, maybe I will follow up the last question from Mr. L and also me. This is the last question for me. We always ask the students following question: if there is anything you could change about your study program, what will it be? Maybe you can answer with short answers. Okay, from Variana Kinanti from Iowa Science, you can answer.
Okay, thank you for the opportunity. Actually, my study program is already provide us in a facility, laboratorium, and professional lecturer. Also, good academic atmosphere and also good collab internship. My suggest we had to do more collaboration beside with Japfa and Pokpan, maybe with Unokoyo, so we can learn more technology from the other companies. That's it from me. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, from right hand, Rafael, agribusiness, time is yours.
Okay, for me, it's about the distribution of information, perhaps, because there is a program called Freedom Campus, Freedom of Learning Independent Campus. There's a lot of information on that program, but our study program didn't have or didn't do enough socialization or even a distribution on of information to the students, maybe like that.
Okay, thank you very much. From BFT, Ivan Adrian, you can answer.
Okay, so me and my friends as food technology major, I am sure that we need to have a lot of laboratorium practice, and because of this pandemic, we lack of it. So well, now the pandemic is a bit better than before. So what I hope is that we can do more laboratory practice and more follow up on the laboratory practice that we missed on the previous semester, like that.
Okay,
Thank you.
thank you very much. Okay, next, last from Safira from aquaculture.
Thank you so much. I don't think I have something to change the study program, but I think it will be better if we add some more facility because, like I said, the science is always growing, so also the needs. So I think it will be better if we add another facility based on our needs. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much for the answer, guys. That's all question from me. Next session, I give it to Miss Sonia. Time is yours, Miss Sonia.
Thank you very much, Cindy, and to all of you, of course, for all the very good answers and your honest answers and attention, everything. I think we are through the questionnaire. The only thing I would like to ask at the end now is, are you satisfied in general with the proportion of English classes? So not English as language, but English language used for aquaculture or food technology theory. So do you have, how high is the proportion of English, classes taught using English language? Can you say something about that? That would be also interesting for me or for us. I think then we are done after that. Yeah, please, Miss Afira, just start.
Thank you so much. So actually, the proportion of English used in our classes are still very low, but some of the lectures is always bilingual, and we always use the studying material is always in English, whether the journals, the references, and the PowerPoints, and we always use the aquaculture term is always in English, but maybe the lecture is always still in Bahasa. I think that's all. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. Then the next one from another study program, animal science. Turva, Miss Turva.
Okay, I will try to answer. For some lecturers, provide us with presentation and materials or even modules in English, and the subject are animal tracking, genetics, animal reproduction, and many more. But there's still a lot of lectures still use Indonesia, but lecturers sometimes give us names in English. So we kind of learn a lot in English too. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Yeah, just go here, Ms. Akyu. Food technology, maybe Ellen. Oh yeah, the name is difficult. Hier hits kill Ellen. Just please answer.
Yeah, so for based on my own experience, English is not that high of a usage for classes. It's decent. It's getting better for each terms. So for first semester, which I felt before is only a few lessons, and now it's a lot better. There's 3 so far, and then there's also general lectures which are carried out with English. And there are modules, and we are also given a few tasks which we need to look for international journals. So even though it's not used directly in lectures, we also use that for other things indirectly. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Then maybe Mr. Tri from Agrical. Yes, from AG,
Okay,
BAG.
thank you for yeah. Okay, thank you for the question. So, in agribusiness, we not really use in English, but sometimes we mix with the English, and the lecturer usually send us some study case or references in the journal, and we can learning by them in English. So that's thank you.
Thank you so much. So did I have all study programs asked? Or I missed something? No. Okay, good. So from my side, I think we are through the questionnaires, but of course, I would ask my colleagues, are there still open questions from your side? Okay, good. So then thank you very much. Terima kasih semua. Dan matur nuwun. Matur nuwun atau hatur nuwun, tidak tahu. Yeah. Seperti ini. Yes, thank you
Yes,
so
that's
much. Yeah,
right.
it's Javanese and Sundanese, and thank you for Javanese and Sundanese. Thank you so much. So yes, thank you so much. And yeah, maybe I will give back the word to Daniel.
Yes. I think I'll just make it quick. I'll close up the session. Thank you very much for being here. Thank you much for supporting us, and I hope you enjoyed the session as much as I did. Thank you for your great answers, and yeah, maybe I can state an offer because you know that Cindy is here as a student peer. So if anyone would like to join us on a next accreditation procedure to see things from another side, you can maybe write an email to Paramita. So thank you everyone for your answers and for your openness, and maybe we'll see us again. Someone soon.
Okay, thank you, Mr. and Mrs. and Ma'am, for the outstanding session for today. Thank you.
Yes, and maybe to the peers, we can do it like yesterday. We just stay in the session for a small impression round. But I think this time we will have a little bit larger break. So we can maybe discuss 10 minutes and then we have 20 minutes to take a break.
So thanks to our students. Have a nice afternoon and evening.
Thank you everyone.
Thank you very much. Terima kasih semuanya.
Thank you.
Semangat belajar ya
Thank you,
semuanya.
thank you.
Yes, Mr. Thank you.